Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I know it's like 2:43 in the morning and I'm trying to be quiet, but I thought I would do a couple of tutorials this morning. I'm going to do a split one. Basically, I'm going to do the face tutorial and then I'm going to go over and do the eyes. So let's get started. Basically, what I start off with in the morning is the Laura Geller Spackle Mist. It's relatively new, I think, because it came in my Ipsy box, and I get the full-size box. I think it's $50. So I just spritz my face like that, let it dry. And then next I use the Luminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt. Now, you don't have to use this. You can use NYX. You can use any primer that makes you happy. Actually, before I go ahead and do that, use a color corrector. Let me see if I can find one real quick. May not be able to do that right away, but if you can find your color corrector, unlike myself at 2:43 in the morning, normally I would use some purple under my eyes because I get swallow in the morning, but it's still kind of nighttime for me, so I'm going to go ahead and put on my primer. And yes, this is a colored one, so I get it for fair. And then I press it in around my T-zone area. Because that is the area where my makeup will sink in the most. I do have rather large pores in this area. And you will know because if you do not go with a primer, you will see your makeup sink right in. So I'm just showing you what will happen if you use a primer. It works out really well. Basically, if you do find your color corrector, which really stinks that for some reason I can't find mine this morning, what I would do is I would also put the green color around my nose. You see I have some red from a previous zit. Now let me tell you, I did not have a zit for 4 years because I took really good care of my face. And then suddenly I went through like 1,000 life changes all at once. And I broke out here and I broke out here. So go figure. I needed color corrector. So anyways, I needed green. But nevertheless, that's a totally different story. Now, what I'm going to do next, after I have done my primer, I have been using a couple of different kinds of foundation, and this morning I'm kind of feeling different about my concealer and foundation. And the reason why I'm putting those together is because I'm opening a new bottle of Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation, and this is F1, which is there. Now yes, I know it is the summer, and most people gather color in the summer that is not me. I am unlike everybody else. I do not gather the color. So I'm just going to go on and put this on my face. And this really does both jobs. And you'll see it is a little bit lighter. But once I put on my bronzer and my powder and everything else under the sun, it will change colors. So it'll go towards the normal color that I am. Now, I want you to make sure not to get hung up on brushes. So, real quick, I use one of these oval brushes, the synthetic. So I'm just going to start smearing this around. I am one of those, yes, I do love full coverage. And yes, I put it on my eyes. The reason why I do that is because I'm going to put powder over my eyes and I'm going to use it as my primer. But my husband is one to like to see my freckles. So I don't go in too crazy with my foundation so that he can still see my freckles. Aw, how sweet, right? No. What we do to please our men, right? Whatever. No, I really do love him to pieces. Aside from my children and God himself, he is my life's joy. Well, let's change that. Aside from God, he is my life's joy, and then my children, because he is my best friend. And then, of course, family and all of you. Y'all are awesome. I just adore you people. By the way, if you're ever interested in some of the makeup that I use Arbonne and Pharmacy. And some of the lashes. I'm actually going to be starting with a different company, which I will tell you later. Collabing with a different company. We will talk about that, and I will give you the business name later with hopefully some discounts. So we will be able to release that name, and you will get that information later. Hopefully sooner than later. So next, this is like a tried and true for me. Ladies, or clients, should I say, hey, I've been using this since I was in the, well, shh, don't tell my mother, since I could sneak makeup, okay? And I'm sorry if my teeth are red. I'm using Crystalite, so it has a tendency to turn my teeth orange and red for fruit punch and stuff. Sorry. But anyways, this is Airspun, and it's loose face powder. I love this stuff since 1935. Not me. Not since 1935, but this stuff is great. Yeah, no, not me. I've only been around circa 19... Not gonna tell you. Because if I do, just look it up in my bio. Hey, you'll figure it out. My husband throws it in my face all the time because he's only 8 months older. He threw it in my face yesterday. But anyways, I still look young, right? Don't say that I look any different. So I'm just going to powder my face all over, guys. Like I said, I put it on my eyes. Make sure that they're good and powdered because I don't use eye primer. Personally, unless if I found an absolutely wonderful one. I mean, yeah, Urban Decay is absolutely spectacular. Ulta has a good one. Milani, I think it was, had a great one. Yeah, all of them. Even Morphe has a great one. But I don't see the need to buy one. So, you know, until I am just absolutely thrown, I'm not gonna go out and spend a fortune to buy one. So, Morphe, okay. These people and ColourPop are my trusted brands. Will always be. By the way, if y'all hear me yell ouch when this hand right here with the tattoo, when you hear me yell ouch, if by any reason I hit this too hard or you see my hand swell, I broke this in Walmart. Blacked out. Yeah, blacked out for like 5 seconds and put all my weight on my left arm and broke it. And do you know, none of them helped me? Southern Hospitality. Go figure, they don't have it. I shouldn't say that. It can't be all Walmarts. Just certain ones. Anyways, I broke it and I messed up with it again here at home. And so it's swelling again and I've got to go back in my splint. So I'm without it right now to do my makeup. So just bear with, okay? But anyways, I'm going to use this Morphe palette. As you can see, it's beautiful. It's 8H Hi-Fi Highlight Contour Palette Illuminator Contouring. So we're going to see how this works out. Like I said, don't get caught up in your brushes. However, I am using an angled brush to do my contouring. I'm going to start out here towards the lighter version. It doesn't look very light. Gosh, it's dark here. But anyways, let's start here. I tap. Do you see how I'm tapping? Dusting off. Suck in. Ooh, that came in dark, didn't it? It won't be dark in a little while, guys. And it doesn't look dark in my mirror. It's dark as heck on this camera. But see, let me tell you something about production. Like when you're doing bride's makeup, if you're a makeup artist, I always do like an 8. See, like that. And go under your chin. Start here, go up and around. It's like an 8. Start here. Do an 8. And go down. You want to get this area right here. See, I've got this bag area and I want to lift that. So I'm going to just go up here and erase it. See how that somewhat erases it if I just shade it. I'm going to shade this one a little bit better. And I'll show you how to make this just become such a perfect contour. Now I do have a pretty oval face, except I'm gaining weight. I hope I'm not pregnant. I don't think I am. It would have to be an act of God. But anyways, that looks pretty good. Pretty smooth. Very ovally. That's even a word. I like a deep contour. Some people don't, but I tend to like one. Now I go against my hairline. I get up in my hair. It's not to make it look muddy, but I just get up in my hair. Now, the next thing I would do, and I always leave my dirty brushes to the side because it's important that you keep your brushes clean. The next thing I do is I will go after a brush that is extremely thin for contouring the nose. I'm looking for a specific brush. I've got 1,000 brushes, guys. You have no idea. Here's the one I'm looking for. See? Look how thin that is. Okay. So I'm going to go one down towards the lighter end. There is such a thing in this palette. Okay. I go up towards the eyebrow and right down the bone structure. See the bulb with the nose. See how that went? And we're going to blend it out, so don't freak. Right down the eyebrow, down the bone structure, and up towards the bulb. Now, you're going to do a little V right here. And I do my V pretty high up. I like to have a perky nose. And then I shade. Next, what I will do is see right here at the bulb of my nose, we'll go across. A little bit more on the brush. Go across, and then across the bulb of the nostril. And do the same on the other side. So you've got it on both sides. Now, what I used to do, and I still like to do this sometimes, go ahead and shade out this area. because I want my nose, I have a very large nose. So I go ahead and shade that in as well. And yes, if you do have a nose ring, you will have to color that in. And then also, while you've got this done, line your bottom lip. As you can see, it will make your bottom lip a tad bit more bulbous, so it looks like you have on a lip plumper. It will more when you look or have on a lipstick of some sort. Okay. Next, what we will do, let me see if it's over here. Next, what we'll do is I'm going to go, let me see if I can find a lighter color. I'm just going to use just a clear translucent. And I'm just going to go and shade this out. Not going to do any major coloring in yet. I just want this to be shaded. And see, you can see the lines are still there, but they're colored in. And lastly, for your face, all that's left to do is go ahead and put on your blush that you're going to wear. And it looks like I'm going to use the Pop of Fuchsia, which is this color right here. I like to mix them, but I mainly stay for the middle. Tap it off. I always put my highlighter on at the end, so you won't see me do that right now. And sometimes you can smile just to make sure you're getting that area. And y'all will see me later on, like in future videos, actually work on showing you how I do my hair and stuff like that, because I just cut my hair tonight and put some extra pink pigment in it. Let's see if I've got a real quick, I don't know if I have a real quick highlighter. Yeah, I do. I can show you a real quick highlighter. So this is one that's called Do Me by Lit. This is a State. This is the one I use. I always, excuse me, I'm not trying to flip you off. And I go down just to the line there at the bulb. I don't go crazy with my highlighters. Some people like to, but I don't want it to be so noticeable that people are like, whoa, she lit her face. And then this is so important to me. Okay guys, now this is where I will always go back with my Laura Geller and spray for my face to be stuck at this point. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As you can see, this is where I am with my face before I start with my eyes. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great evening. Bye.